In football, when teams play each other, there are no certainty of who's going to win. Now, if this was like 3 years ago, let's be honest, Alabama or Georgia. But Nick Saban and Kirby Smart had the world on chokehold. They had it. Nick Saban isn't there no more though. So Alabama.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
So if y'all didn't know, college football players have been crazy. Miami just beat the brakes off of Ohio State. JMU and Tulane made it in. I made a video about the Tulane and Ole Miss game. Ole Miss is playing Georgia right now as we speak, by the way, as the time I'm recording this video. Alabama beat Oklahoma, which was a great game because they were down 0-17 and then came back and still won. But then when they played Oklahoma in the regular season, they lost. So with that being said, the only game that I really didn't mention was the Alabama and Indiana game, round 2, the college football playoffs. Now for backstory, Alabama is in the SEC, the big dog, the bad boys, the big boys, those guys. Indiana is in the Big Ten. I don't really know what to say about the Big Ten. All I know is that the SEC is the conference of doom and despair. Now before the game, let me just say, Alabama got into the playoffs 10-3. They're in the SEC, it's a hard conference. Do they belong there? Yes, they do. Let's get that situated. Alabama did belong there. They beat LSU 20-9, and they only allowed them 13 first downs and had a great defensive game on them. That's a good win to me. Week 4, Alabama beat Georgia 24-21, and they handed Georgia their first home loss in 6 years. 6 years. They went on to beat Missouri, Vanderbilt, and Tennessee as well. Their first 3 losses though came from Florida State University week 1, 31-17. Then the first time they played Oklahoma, they actually lost that game. Then they played Georgia again, but they lost the second time 28-7. 28-7, wow. Interesting. Skip past that, they went to the playoffs. They played Oklahoma again. They was down 17 points, 17-0, came back and won 34-24. So then we knew next they had to play the Indiana Hoosiers. And who at that time, Indiana was 13-0, but they're in the Big Ten, so some people discredit it. I believe that no matter what conference you're in, even if you might not play as much comp as other conferences, you can tell when somebody's actually good, overall good, not just in their conference, when somebody's overall good, you can tell. They beat teams like number 9 Illinois at the time. They beat number 3 Oregon at the time. They beat Penn State, and they beat Jeremiah Smith University. Now they beat them by 3 points. It was 13-10. The Illinois game was 63-10. The Oregon game was 30-20. The Penn State game was 27-24. And this whole season was led by the Heisman, Mendoza, who had an amazing high caliber Heisman season. So a lot of people up to this point believed that Alabama had what it took. They came down a 17-point deficit. And then some people just thought that Indiana was on a whole different level. They just thought that Indiana was gonna come into the game and just steamroll. Yes, Indiana absolutely steamrolled Alabama. It was embarrassing. Sometimes you watch the game, but you don't really process everything. As I was watching the game, I'm just like, dang, Alabama is getting whooped. And then stats come up. And at the beginning of the 4th quarter, Indiana had more yards than Alabama. Wait. I'm leaving out something. Indiana had more rushing yards than Alabama did total. Now, I'm an athlete myself. I'm Division III. Are them guys on the field better than me? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if I was better than them, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I would be somewhere in the SEC with $10 million. But I'm not. That doesn't mean we don't see what's going on. One thing Alabama can't do is stop the run. Like, it was just embarrassing. Their line was getting dominated. Sometimes Alabama's secondary was getting dominated. And at times, it just looked like Alabama shouldn't have even been in the playoffs. Long story short, Alabama did belong in this game just like Indiana did. But Indiana just wanted it more. They wanted it more, and they were outcoached. Curt Cignetti, in his first 2 seasons as the head coach in Indiana, was 24-2. They have gotten outcoached. Now, I'm not saying that if Nick Saban was in Alabama, maybe things would be changed. It probably would. But, and this might sound crazy to say as Alabama, but the players were just better. They were just better. Yeah, man, but if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, man, and I'll catch y'all next time.